Hello everyone and welcome to another video of Foreground's AI Task Force. We have been analyzing and evaluating different AI-powered test tools on the market on specific important metrics. In this video, we will be focusing on AskUI. AskUI is a cross-platform automation framework that focuses on UI testing. It integrates with CI/CD pipelines, Git, and other development tools. Unlike other UI testing frameworks, AskUI does not rely on predefined element selectors. Instead, it uses UI recognition to identify and interact with elements on the screen, which makes it an ideal candidate for desktop application testing. AskUI uses a computer vision-based approach to recognize UI components. Instead of relying on traditional DOM element selectors, it processes screenshots of the UI and applies various machine learning models to extract relevant data. The process works as follows. When a test script runs, AskUI captures a screenshot of the active screen or application. This screenshot serves as the input for the next steps in the pipeline. Ensuring that the test application is in the foreground is crucial, as AskUI relies entirely on visual data. The captured screenshot is transmitted to AskUI inference server, where machine learning models analyze it. The inference server performs multiple detection tasks to extract different types of UI elements, assigns relative positions to the detected elements, and combines them to generate an annotation file. This annotation file is sent back to the user and can now be used to interact with the UI elements in the creation of automated tests. To use AskUI, the first step is to download and run the AskUI installer. The AskUI installer includes multiple components such as the AskUI development environment, the AskUI controller, the optional AskUI development kit, and the AskUI runner. It is important to run the installer with administrator privileges to ensure proper setup. Once installed, the next step is to create and connect to your AskUI account. Create your account at app.askui.com and generate your token and workspace ID. Now you can connect your account using the AskUI set settings command with your generated token and workspace ID. Optionally, you can configure your proxy settings using the same command. Now create a new AskUI project with the command AskUI new project with parameters for project name, which test framework to use, in our case Jest, and if you want to use TypeScript. This generates a project structure which you can edit, for example, in Visual Studio Code. The test scenarios are written in the AskUI example folder. Before running tests, the application screen must be annotated. This is done by using the annotate method in your test script. The generated project should already have a properly set up annotate method. To start the annotation, you make sure to first start the AskUI controller, ensure the test application is in the foreground before using the AskUI run project command. Once the annotation process is complete, AskUI generates a report file that details UI elements and their relative positions. On the right, you can see an annotation file for the AskUI calculator example web application. With the help of the annotation file, you can write your test scripts in TypeScript code. When you are done with your test script, you can run it with the same AskUI run project command. But make sure to have deactivated the annotation method, since it will run again if not. When executing tests, you once again need to make sure that only the test application is in focus. While AskUI provides a flexible approach to UI automation, there are some challenges. AskUI can unexpectedly lose the connection with the AskUI controller and be unable to run further tests. UI element annotations may not always be precise or complete, requiring relative references to elements instead. For example, in the calculator on the right side, the button around the equal sign was recognized, but not the equal sign itself. To be able to refer to it, you first find the button with the number 3 and then you refer to the button below it. This is especially problematic for dynamic elements such as result fields, which can be difficult or even impossible to assert reliably. Furthermore, this also makes selecting the right UI elements even more time-consuming. In conclusion, AskUI leverages computer vision and machine learning to detect UI elements rather than relying on traditional selectors. This allows for more flexible test automation across various platforms, especially desktop applications, but it also presents many challenges related to accuracy and performance. AskUI might be worth looking into if you have to write automated tests mainly for desktop applications, but it is too cumbersome to use for web applications since you have a lot of better options.